Hello, I'm Rosalind, and welcome to my channel, Tai Chi Exercises. Today I'm going to talk about standing posture in Tai Chi, and at the end I'll explain why certain of the principles may be of benefit for your patients. So you may be wondering why I'm standing here with my riding hat and riding boots. Well, I put these props here because in standing in Tai Chi, the posture is called horse stance, as though we're sitting on a horse. We have a nice, stable base. Now, this may not be of use for your patients if you have a stroke patient or a Parkinson's patient or somebody with severe arthritis, their hips and knees. For whatever reason, this may not be suitable for your patient. So just take the points that are going to be useful in the differences that I'm explaining to you about Tai Chi. So here I am in horse stance posture. How do I achieve this posture? Well, if I turn to the side, the crown is always suspended. So point from the tip of the ears to the top of the head is the crown, where the hair grows out from. And in Tai Chi, we talk about the crown being suspended by a golden thread. And the crown, it's not quite where you'd think. It's not in the middle of the head. It's slightly to the back where the hair grows out from. And it's also has a name, an acupuncture point, and it's called Bai Hui. So this acupuncture point is always suspended. And this causes the head to be aligned over the spine. The chin is naturally dropped to protect the windpipe and give me a wide visual field. I'll turn back to the front. Okay, so moving down, we have a nice open chest. We don't want to be rounded shoulders. So we have an open chest for the chest expansion. The shoulders are relaxed and down. We have a nice long line from the base of the breastbone to the pubic bone so that we have room for the diaphragm to move, and we're really nice alignment. We're not tipped forward. We have a really good alignment. Moving down to the pelvis. If I turn again to the side, I need my prop here. I've got a very simple diagram of a pelvis. And in standing, in horse stance, I'm sitting on my horse, so I need to release my hips, and I want a neutral pelvis. If I stick my bottom forward, bottom out, rotate my pelvis anteriorly or forward, you can see that I'm not stable. I'm now really on my toes, and that would put me at a disadvantage. Tai Chi is a defensive martial art. And now I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to roll my pelvis all the way back posteriorly, and that rounds my back. And now you can see I have everything in my heels, and I'm unbalanced. My toes are coming up. So in Tai Chi, I hope this is level, it's hard for me to see here, I want a neutral pelvis so that now I'm very stable and my weight is centered between the feet. The other thing is we have another acupuncture point called Hui Yin, and that's in the center of the perineum. And in Tai Chi, we want Bai Hui and Hui Yin to be in alignment. So you can see if I'm leaning forward, arching my back so that my bottom sticks out, the point from Bai Hui to the center of the perineum, Hui Yin, is out of alignment. If I round my back and keep my hips extended, I've now got my toes up, and again, these points, Bai Hui and Hui Yin, are out of alignment. So I want to be in the middle posture with nice released hips as though I'm sitting down. So there is a slight rotation of the pelvis backwards, but not fully. So I've got a nice neutral pelvis. I'll turn back to the front. The feet are a shoulder width apart. So if you want to know how to find that, one way is to put your heels together so that your feet are pointing out at 90 degrees to one another, and then take the weight in one leg, pivoting on the ball so the outside edge is parallel. Take your weight in that leg, pivot on the ball of the foot, and now the outside edges are parallel. And I have, sitting down into my hips, I have a nice stable base. The soles of the feet are flat on the floor. My feet are nice and relaxed and spread. In fact, in Tai Chi, they talk about growing roots like a tree. So I'm rooted to the earth, which makes you feel even more stable. So I don't want my knees going in. I want my knees or out. I don't want to be like this. I want to have the center of the knee aligned over the center of the foot, which works the hip abductor muscles. And so we're looking for a U shape between the legs, not a V shape, if you can see that. So we're all the time looking for stability. The eyes are the knees of the toes. And I'll show you a lovely exercise in another video called Turning the Millstone, where it's very important to keep the alignment of the knees. And again, in Tai Chi, we want to be really stable. So if I have my knees out or in, I'm not so stable. But if I can align them over my center of my feet, I have very good stability. And finally, it's important in Tai Chi that we're very aware of our posture. It's no good if I'm doing an exercise and I'm, raising the arms or the waterfall move and I'm looking elsewhere and I'm not taking any notice of the movement. In Tai Chi, it's very mindful. So I calm my mind down, that nice sensation when I'm about to go to sleep, and I feel what's happening in the body. I feel my joints, my ankles, my knees, my hips, my lower body, my upper body, shoulders, elbows, wrists. I need to be aware of my posture. And this is something that I think will be very useful for you and your patients if they can develop an awareness of where they are in space, which is very important in a defensive martial art. You need to know where your body is, even without with your eyes shut, really. So I think that's probably the most important point, is to, really feel into the body. The common postural mistakes are people their hips are tight and they tend to lean back. They think they're straight. Oh, I'm straight. But if they looked in a mirror, they'd realize that they're leaning back. And we also think that we can immediately find the right posture, but it's taken me a long time, and it will take your patients time to find out the correct alignment of their body and the posture where their body is in space. And I'll just finish with a lovely anecdote. In one of my classes, I had an actor, young gentleman, who was lovely, and he was telling me, do you know, Ros, when I went for acting classes, I used to stand like this, as he demonstrated. And when I went into acting classes, they said, look, that's no good. You need to stand in the correct upright posture, because you cannot act an old man or anybody with any problems if you don't know what the neutral and good posture is. And so he said he had to learn. It's not easy because it would feel very strange. So he had to learn to turn his feet forward and keep his crown suspended. And he said, my foot, knee pain and my back pain went, he said. So I thought that was a lovely story to share with you. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, please leave them below, and look below for details of the website that I have and the courses that I teach for allied health professionals. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some more of what I'm talking about and doing. And I hope to see you in the near future. Happy Tai Chi.